Hello dear students, today we are going to continue our talk on grammar. Open your books at page 33, Past Habits. Exercise 5, Speaking. You are to look at the pictures. Which types of activities didn't Salima used to do when she was 12?
Salima used to surf the internet, watch TV, and read magazines when she was 12. She didn't used to listen to the radio or read newspapers.
And what about you? Form your own sentences.
I used to read magazines and watch TV when I was 12. I didn't used to surf the internet, listen to the radio, or read newspapers.
In exercise 6, we are to revise word formation. In participles, describe what something someone is like. For example, the film was exciting. How was it exciting? Ed participles or past participles or the third form of the verbs describe a person's feelings. They were excited by the performance. How did they feel? Excited. Now let's do the sixth exercise. You are to complete each sentence with the correct adjective from the words in brackets. Let's check. The trip to Chunja was very tiring. So you will say, how was it? It was tiring. The view from the hotel room was amazing. The same question. How was it? It was amazing. The singer wasn't very good and the concert was disappointing. We may ask about the concert, how was it? It was disappointing. The play had a complicated plot and Berek was confused. The question is, how did he feel? He was confused. And the last, I'm really excited by going to the water park. How did I feel? I was excited. Past participle. Exercise 7. We are to remember comparisons. Let's start with adjectives. We use the comparative to compare two people, animals, or things. We can use than with the comparative.
John is thinner than his brother Michael.
One-syllable and two-syllable adjectives form the comparative by adding er and the superlative by adding est. For example, tall, taller, the tallest.
Great! You got a higher mark than last year.
One-syllable adjectives ending in vowel plus consonant double the consonant. For example, hot, hotter, the hottest. T is doubled.
This is the biggest fish we have ever caught.
For two-syllable adjectives ending in consonant with Y, we drop the Y and add IER or IEST.
Mary feels she is the loneliest girl in the world.
For one-syllable adjectives ending in E, we drop the E and add ER and EST. For example, safe, safer, the safest.
I think my cat is the cutest cat in the world.
Adjectives of more than two syllables form the comparative with more and the superlative with the most. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful.
This is the most popular ride of the amusement park.
Some two-syllable adjectives, such as friendly, clever, narrow, common, form the comparative and superlatives either er, est, or more, the most. For example, we may say more friendly, friendlier, or the most friendly, the friendliest.
He is cleverer than me. He is more clever than me.
Irregular comparatives and superlatives, good, better, the best, bad, worst, the worst, many, much, more, the most, little, less, the least, far, farther and further, the farthest, furthest.
This is the best dress in the shop.
Comparison of adverbs. Adverbs having the same form as their adjectives add er, est. For example, late, later, the latest. Hard, harder, the hardest. Straight, straighter, the straightest.
She is tired because she went to bed later than usual.
Two-syllable adverbs and those formed by suffix li to their adjectives take more, most. For example, often, more often, the most often. Slowly, more slowly, the most slowly.
The boy wearing the grey t-shirt is running more slowly than the other boy.
There is another type of comparison with as plus adjective plus s or not as plus adjective plus s.
Jane is as tall as her friend Mary. They have the same height.
Now, in exercise 7, you are to choose the correct item. Let's check. Rock music has a fast rhythm and is more energetic than classical music. It's a comparative form. There is the word than. Going to the theater is less popular than going to concerts. It's also a comparative form. There is a word than. The Royal Albert Hall in London isn't as big as the Barbican Concert Hall. There is a construction as big as. Nurlan thinks that listening to live music is much better than listening to a CD. There is a construction much better. Going sailing is as exciting as going windsurfing. The construction as exciting as. Using the internet is quicker than reading a newspaper. The word than is used for comparing. London is much bigger than Sydney. There is a construction much bigger. In exercise 8, you are to think of two films you have seen recently. Compare them. Use the adjectives interesting, funny, entertaining, complicated. Listen to the model.
Guardians of the Galaxy is funnier than The Avengers. Inception is more complicated than Shutter Island. Pitch Perfect is more entertaining than High School Musical.
You are to write this task in your exercise books.